Okay, y'all, I don't have much battery, so I'm gonna make this real quick. Real quick. Y'all know the talk has been about this pastor or this bishop who was robbed on live stream um, right in the middle of his sermon. There go my notification. So some of you may be coming in. Greetings, greetings, greetings. I'm gonna make this quick because I don't have much battery, and I may have to stop abruptly. But this thing with this bishop who was um, robbed on live stream while preaching, he and his wife was the target. Everybody's talking about it, and it's on CNN, it's on the NPR, it's on CBS News, it's on all the news outlets. Everybody from all communities, well, not all communities, from a lot of communities of YouTube, they're talking about it. There was a whole situation that happened with this Bishop and Larry Reid. Most of y'all should go over and check out Larry Reid to see that whole interaction between the Bishop and Larry Reid. And I'm going to say good morning to everyone because I can't see anyone, so I'm not able to greet you because I'm looking at this web page. Um, and So, this thing has spiraled out of control. It's gone beyond just viral. People are asking about it. They're saying that it was a setup. But let's talk about who is Lamar Miller Whitehead. And every time I think about this whole situation, and when I first saw him, um, this song by what is the guy name? Trinidad James always come to my mind every time I think about him. So every time I just think about gold all in my chain, gold all in my neck, gold all in my watch. So let me get started before my battery go out. And again, I apologize for not speaking. Greetings, greetings, greetings. I can't see the chat because I'm looking at this website. So who is Lamar Miller Whitehead? I didn't recall until this morning, like when I say this morning, I mean like 4 a.m. in the morning, that I saw a story or a video on him on Instagram last month, and I think it was on William's Instagram page. And he was basically, it was a video with him basically talking about his former wife, his children's mom, and how he was struggling to see them. And in the video, at first, it started off looking like a father that really wanted to see his kids and that was kept away from his kids. But as he kept on talking, you knew that something was very off or problematic with him. He went from talking about wanting to see his children and the mother of his children to talking about homosexuals and fussing about other stuff. And he's, you know, clergy. You just think that clergy, a bishop or a pastor or something, should be above, talking kind of pettiness. And he kind of went petty, which was a turnoff. So I just remembered this morning about that video that was a few months ago or a couple of months ago. But anyway, now I'm curious as to who he is. So the Fendi obsessed 350K Rolls Royce driving ex-con pastor who negotiated a New York City subway killer surrender, dad of two, served 5 years in jail before become a man of the faith. So y'all know his name is Lamar Whitehead. Lamar Miller Whitehead is the founder of the Leaders of Tomorrow's International Church in Brooklyn. He was once locked up for 5 years in Sing Sing for multiple counts of identity theft and grand larceny. In 2006, he stole identities of multiple people in Long Island and in Brooklyn in a $2 million scam. The bishop was ordained in 2016, registered minister as a for-profit business a year after being released. He also claims to have founded youth mentorship programs and have been rebuffed by New York was that have been rebuffed by New York PD, New York Police Department. Y'all, my battery's going out. I might have to continue this. Um, the Brooklyn District Attorney's Office. So they said that's not true. Whitehead has reportedly been seen in a Maserati and a Bentley, also alleged to owes $250,000 in loans. The pastor showed up in a 350K Rolls Royce and to negotiate the surrender of Andrew Adula on Tuesday. So this happened some years ago. This man shot someone, and this bishop showed up to negotiate him being freed. So the bling bling bishop, who showed up in a $350,000 car while wearing a Fendi blazer to negotiate the surrender of the subway shooting suspect wanted for killings of Goldman Sachs employees, is an ex-convict who was jailed for 5 years, grand larceny and fraud, before turning to his faith. Now, he denies, well, he does say that he was locked up, but he says that he was coerced. He said that basically he's saying that the police set him up. He's claiming to be innocent. He said it in a video that I heard at some point. Listened to so many videos. He's done videos on Facebook. He put them up. He takes them back down. So this is ongoing. But he saying that he was coerced into these charges. Most of this I've already gone over. He has an association with Mayor Eric Adams. He had some association with this Mayor Eric Adams. Let's see what else is in here. Yeah, it says Whitehead, who believed to have close ties with Mayor Eric Adams since his days at Brooklyn Borough President due to his charity work, is a former inmate who's locked up for 5 years in Sing Sing for multiple accounts, identity fraud and grand larceny, before his liberation in 2013. And as I said before, since then he's been, saying to do outreach, running churches, negotiating, negotiating a murderer, giving himself up to the police. Let's see what else is in here. That's him in his Fendi suit. And I wonder what Eric Adams is saying about him. That's his $350,000 car, his Rolls Royce. Whitehead, who was locked up 5 years, became behind bars for fraud and grand larceny, was ordained as a bishop in 2016. As y'all can see here. And that was 2 years after becoming a pastor. He is fast-tracked. Let me see if I can fix. I'm going to lose this battery in a minute. So we're just going to have to see this a little light, y'all. I apologize. This is him and his, I believe, second wife when she was pregnant. I hope this don't mess me up right here. Yeah, it is. I don't know whether I'm be able to get back to it, y'all, or not. I don't know. Technical difficulties. So let's hear a little bit of what he had to say about his encounter with Larry Reid.
Something. I don't care how y'all feel about it. I'm human. And nobody's going to joke about my church almost being shot up. Nobody's going to joke about when a man put a gun in my daughter's face and want to sit here and talk about he's a pastor, and him and this other girl want to sit there and laugh, and she don't even know me, just laughing, making jokes.
Did he stop? Oh, he's staring. Okay.
And everybody's on his live. We're going to talk about, oh, Bishop is angry. And then he lies to y'all and sit here and talk about, when he posted it, CNN started to post me. I've been doing interviews with CNN before I met you years ago. Like, he sit there and he's making y'all believe that he's making people. He's not making nobody. He's a gossiper, waiting for dirt to come out on people. Like, and everybody's signing into it. Y'all think, let me tell y'all something about me, man. I ain't grow up in the streets to let the church bully me. And he got the nerve to say, oh, that's why pastors don't accept me. I don't care.
So, prior to him turning to religion, Whitehead was arrested in 2006 while wearing a mink jacket and a brazen $2 million identity theft scam using the names of real people living in Brooklyn and Long Island. He is vocal about his experience in jail, although he has maintained that he was coerced by law enforcement officials. Whitehead charity activity is also known to be suspicious to authorities after the pastor claimed to have promoted a collaborative justice initiative with the Brooklyn District Attorney Office in 2014. In November of that year, officials from the DA's office sent a cease and desist letter to Whitehead. There was never any partnership or initiative together with him and this office. That's what a DA spokesman, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce his name, told the New York Post.
I don't care. What happened in my church when armed men came in there and robbed my church with guns, you don't laugh about that. You don't joke about that. You don't joke about the house of the Lord. You just don't do it. And when I came on this, I said, yo, brother, I respected you. And they still wanted to laugh. And the girl wanted to say it to me, you know me, I'm on your page. I don't know. If you don't know me, you're a lie. I don't know you. I don't know. Let me tell you something. I'm not connected to y'all like that. I'm in my own lane. And at the end of the day, I'm dealing with my church members, dealing with trauma. I'm dealing with my wife dealing with trauma. I'm dealing with my children dealing with trauma. And this Larry Reid wants to get on and joke about what happened.
In the NYPD and Brooklyn Chamber of Commerce have also refuted the existence of Whitehead's initiative after the pastor claimed to be working hand in hand with the two organizations. The NYPD spokesman, Lieutenant Grimple, once said that there was no such thing as a mentorship program involving school kids shadowing different NYPD officers at a sports day organized by the minister, hosted by a former New York Giants player, Von Park. This man seems to be able to associate himself with celebrities and NFL players and rappers, and Whitehead is also have said to have an outstanding loan of $261,000 to the Monterey Symphony conductor Darman, according to a 2009 lawsuit. The bishop used to work as a mortgage broker for a classical music figure. Whitehead signed a note and a promise and never paid the money back. I'm trying to get him to pay my client's judgment, and it's increasingly difficult and frustrating. Whitehead, who has been seen driving around Brooklyn in a Bentley and a Maserati, was once sued by a former volunteer for the Adams 2007 campaign for a seat in the New York Senate. God, he is associated with all type of politicians, NFL players, rappers. They said that he spoke at Black Rob and the Biz Marquee, uh, their funerals. Brian Eder told the New York Post, "I'm surprised from what I know about Eric Adams that he would have to have a guy like Lamar Whitehead connected in any way, let alone closely." He filed a lawsuit against Whitehead 15 years ago, accusing him of stealing $19,000 from the sale of a home in Brooklyn, but then dropped it after find out that the pastor had already been in jail at the time for another offense. Whitehead claims he's innocent in both lawsuits, of which he says were handled in the court and have been dealt with. He was ordained as a bishop again, it says, in January 2016 after becoming a pastor after only 2 years.
You don't even play with that. And then he got on the floor mimicking me. He got on the floor mimicking me. And I ain't never have no art with the brother. I don't even know him. He's talking about I was trying to get on his show. Negro, you said, yo, yeah, you come on the show or whatever, we gonna do it. I said, all right, cool, I'll follow up with you. Brother, I don't yo, bro, I don't So everybody's gonna sit here and talk about.
Since the creation of the ministry in 2013, Whitehead has been publicly backed by Adams, Eric Adams, who once described as his good friend and good brother in Wingate Park back in August. The bishop's mother has also been awarded an honorary citation by the mayor of Borough Hall and rapper Foxy Brown. Whitehead's cousin was given an honorary key to Brooklyn in February. Whitehead was once asked by a reporter about his youth guidance programs in detail. The pastor repeatedly answered, "Why do you want to know that?" Whitehead has recently claimed that his ministry has never solicited funds, but the organization website includes a donate button until a week ago. It has also refocused its mission on services rather than on its youth program, which was what was initially promoted online, the New York report says. In 2015, Whitehead was accused of physically abusing his then 7-year-old son, according to the release reports in relation to his parole violation. The claims were dropped after no evidence of assault was found, according to the State Department of Corrections and Community Service. Whitehead was arrested later that year in Uniondale, Long Island, for violating his order of protection, and the Nassau County Police said Whitehead was repeatedly denied that he would never beat his son. All charges related to the incident were eventually dismissed. Mayor Adams has often sought advice from clergymen on social issues, and no undeclared funds were given to the Leaders of Tomorrow Foundation. A spokesperson for the Adams previous administration and borough president of Brooklyn once said Borough President Adams has been invited to serve as a co-host for several organized events by Bishop Whitehead and target at-risk youth. This mayor is very, 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 very entangled with him, and I do wonder what he's saying now that this stuff is hitting all over newspapers beyond just New York.
Everybody's gonna sit here and talk about how I blew up on Larry Reid. You daggone right, and I'll do it again. And ain't nobody gonna sit here and scare me to close my mouth when somebody has addressed my church in that fashion. He won't bust a grape in a fruit fight. He ain't never been in nothing. I've been there, man. I've been in these streets. I know what it feel like, man, to be shot at.
A comment from Larry Reid, and you can find this on his community tab on YouTube and I think also on Facebook. Everyone I discuss is welcome on the platform. I don't shy away from exchange. I don't ever lose my cool, and I am always thinking about the big picture. This is why I allowed him on. Now y'all see, hate his family went through what they went through, but it's an energy that lives in him that will majestically draw certain things into the path of theirs, in my opinion. All of my BBWs, but that's big black women, and LBGTQIAI plus followers. I apologize for the venom which he spoke. He's angry at so many things. And again, that's, you can find that on Larry Reid's community tab. That's something he wrote after his exchange with this man you see on the screen, Bishop Lamar Miller Whitehead. He was upset at Larry for laughing. Larry did admit, he said, I laid on the floor and imitated him when the robbers came in. We did giggle. He said Larry Reid maintains that he did not laugh at the gun being pointed at the baby. Larry Reid also said that this is what he do for a living. This is church news. Vloggers like Larry Reid do church news. Larry Reid have also mentioned in his video that he's always had a suspicion about this man. He felt like Mr. Whitehead was trying to get close to his mentor, Prophet Jordan, and he warned Prophet Jordan. He said, this man is trying to get close to you, and I do not trust him. Larry Reid has expressed that he felt like this man was trying to get on his show, and he's never really allowed him on or wanted him on. But today, because he was discussing what happened yesterday when Mr. Whitehead asked to be on his show, Larry Reid said he allowed him to come on. And that's when, him and Larry Reid had words, or he was going off with the lady. He called the lady that was on there, he called her fat a few times. He did end up calling Larry Reid the F word, F-A-G, and did a little bit of cussing. More from Larry Reid from his post. What he don't know, this is Larry Reid. This is what Larry Reid wrote. What he don't know is that I know all the stories of the alleged abuse and fraud. I know about the alleged bought IG and Facebook followers. I would have brought all of that up live, but that ain't what I do. But don't push me. LOL. I have direct connect with CNN and Fox, and like I can text his outbursts to concerning women in the LBGTQIA plus community. But nah, I ain't about to recap that. I hope he happy after almost 2 years of wanting to be on my platform. He's finally on my platform. And that is a quote from Mr. Larry Reid.
And you want to sit here where women and children are going through a traumatic experience where I have to hire a therapist to talk to my church, and you want to sit here and laugh and joke about it, and then all of your followers, Larry Reid and whatever the other person name is, you want to sit here and joke and talk about, oh, he's upset and he's mean. Oh, look, and then they want to capitalize when I hung up. Oh, the girl, who's that girl? Y'all know who it is. Y'all was just up there. Who's that girl? Want to sit here and talk about, what she say? I'm a prophet, and I just wanted to sit back and watch. But if you were the same prophet, you was just joking about the God's kingdom, God's church being robbed. I'm always outside. I'm always outside. Why didn't they do it outside? They violated the church. And y'all want to sit here and sign up to this Larry Reid? Y'all want to sign up to this Larry Reid where he makes jokes and everybody follow because he got y'all brainwashed? And they want to sit here and go talk about, I have backdrops pinned to the wall. Are you kidding me? I don't care what they say. My church looks good. And we already just purchased another church. We purchased a whole block. So who cares what these people talking about? I don't care. But what got me upset, Larry Reid, how dare you? And then you sit here and talk about you and Bishop Jordan, Bernard Jordan talking about me? Then you want to talk about that? I don't talk about you brothers. You're not even on my mind. And then you want to sit here and lie to the people before I got on and say, I went and bought my Rolls Royce truck. I went and found the same color as you. You're a liar. Actually, I have my car before you. And I don't.
These gentlemen were sitting on this live. These ministers, Larry Reid and Bishop Lockhead, was sitting on these live arguing over jury and if the jury was foggy and or whatever it was that they said, and arguing over who bought their car first or who saw whose $350,000 car first. Atlanta's the lady that was on with Larry Reid today was uh, what is her name? Genesis Warren, I guess is her name. She said that she's a life coach, prophet, and advisor. She's a owner of Shop Ali Boutique, and you can find her on Instagram under the handle Atlanta's Pastor. And that was the lady that this gentleman you see on the screen called fat numerous times. He called her Big Papa, or made a reference to Biggie Smalls concerning this lady. And mhm. And she's also the founder and pastor of Dominion Atlanta. So that is who was on the live with Larry Reid today. And then later, she was joined. Uh, Larry Reid was joined by King Jobs. Most of you know who King Jobs is.
Even know you. I pulled up in my truck to the banquet and didn't know you. And when I met you that night, you told me, oh, I got the same color truck, but you want to sit here. Y'all go to his live. He's a liar. Are you kidding me? Ain't gonna sit and talk about his diamonds are better than mine. I don't care. If you feel that way, no problem. Let your diamonds be better than mine. Like, are you? Listen, y'all, wake up. I swear to y'all, wake up, man. Wake up. Stop being bamboozled. He has a followers because of his gossip. That's the only reason why people follow him. He draw the crowd because he gossip about everybody. He finds the fault in people and he gossip. Me, I'm authentic. I preach the word of God. I don't have to gossip. And the reason why I came online is because I'm powerful on social media too. He wanted to make it seem like he made.
Okay, so my battery's low. So I will upload this video in its entirety on my, I think we're on my Miss Cruiser 2 page. Yes, we are. So I will upload this in its entirety, his response to the encounter with Dr. Larry Reid. Is Larry Reid a doctor? Did I just add a title to his name? I will add this to it, to my other channel. This is going to be ongoing, y'all. I kind of fought with myself since about 5 or 4:30 this morning whether I was going to share this. For those who are coming in, I apologize. I'm not speaking to everyone. I cannot see the chat because I'm using this app to look at these websites and things in this video that we're watching. But this is going to be ongoing. I was going to say something else and I can't remember what it is. See what happens when you get over 52, you lose a thought. You got to write stuff down. But anyway, I appreciate all of you coming in. The church folks keeping me busy. I mean, they really are. I mean, and Kim Burrell is very happy right now. She is loving this guy because it's taking all the focus off her, and putting it on him. So she's getting her a little break while we're looking at him. I am going to try to find out if Eric Adams have anything to say about this. I am going to follow this. Um, yeah. Um, if we in the church can just go back to preaching salvation, I would appreciate that because, um, you church folks, y'all wearing me out. y'all, y'all are wearing me out, and y'all, this is not a good look for the church. It really ain't. But hey, this is what's going on. I appreciate all y'all coming in. Watch, as soon as I hit this end button, I'm gonna remember what it was that I wanted to say that I cannot remember what it was. It'll come back to me. I'll be back, y'all. I appreciate everyone that came in the chat. And again, I apologize that I could not see the chat. This is Miss Cruiser 2. Please like, share, and subscribe.